Hey yo, peace, peace. It's your man, El Judge. Coming right back at you with some of that real talk real fast, hopefully. Man, shoot. Today is Saturday, so I got to put a little video together for us, you know what I'm saying? And today, I'm kind of going to freestyle a little bit. I want to freestyle. And hopefully this will be a good video. With the Florida water for y'all. But anyway, let's really get into this thing called humanity. You know what I'm saying? And the different parts of it. You know what I'm saying? Because humanity is viewed in many different ways. And it exists in many different forms. For instance, humanity could be you just being kind to your neighbor. Humanity could be you just opening the door for the elderly. Humanity could be you just having love and compassion for your family and friends. That is humanity. And that is the quality that you don't want to get rid of. That's something that we all should reflect. Now, being that we are here in America, we look at the leader of America. He doesn't have many of those qualities that I just mentioned. He's showing the world that, man, to be rude and to be obnoxious is accepted behavior, which it is not. But see, don't forget though, this guy, he represents America as a whole. So how do you think the rest of the world is looking at us? And how is the rest of the world acting behind this guy? Because think about this. Here in America, we start rapping, the rest of the world started to fall in started to fall in line rather, or a link of a chain, still the same thing. You know what I'm saying? We start wearing our clothes a certain way, and the rest of the world starts to do it. So nevertheless, we are the leaders of this world. But there is something that wants us to be horrible people. What is that? What is it that wants us to be horrible and out of link with one another? Is it the devil? As I call it, the great divider? I would say such. If you look at the word devil and as a divider amongst man, yeah, that energy exists. Somewhat like in the story of the building of the Tower of Babel. They came down and changed our languages and split us up. Us not being together and not being one unit has been a problem. If we came together, we don't even have to come together. If each individual took the time to pull the best thing out of this one consciousness, which we all dwell within, if we pulled the best out of it and reflected it onto this world, there would be no need for the destruction of humanity. If everything was going the way that you wanted to, you would not talk about let's kill and let's destroy everything. I was listening to a clip. I'm not going to mention the person, but the person was mentioning that every time they heard an airplane crash and some people died, that they would sit back and laugh. You would laugh if that was your loved ones on that plane? That right there is a negative destruction of your human nature. Now this thing, ending humanity, yes, I understand it. This is as simple, I'm going to put this thing as simple as I can put it. Destroying humanity means to take full responsibility of the fact that you are nothing less than a God in physical form. The more you see yourself as a supreme being, the more you separate yourself from this physical humanity. You release yourself from the cage. Spiritual maturity is a must. And please forgive me if it's a little bit of fire coming out of me, because I've had this subject many a times. We're running around here like children talking about destroying this physical plane. This is where you come to school to learn to be a better you. If you don't have any respect for that, you need to really quit being a little punk. Go ahead. Do yourself. You ain't gonna, oh, what? You're not gonna do yourself? Well, shut up, man. Now let's continue. Destruction of humanity means just you accepting the fact that you are a God and taking responsibilities for your thoughts and actions. I'm still working on it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a job within itself to take full responsibility of the fact that everything that's in your existence is something that you created. Don't ask the question. Well, yeah, ask the question. God, why did I create this situation? Where's the lesson at? Okay, I got it. Let's move on. But don't sit up here and cry because everybody else isn't falling in order with the way how you want it to be. Because remember, they're going through their lessons in life. But synchronicity. When you become a better person and you vibrate yourself on a more positive level, what you're doing is your torus field, the energy that you're reflecting, it goes out, it stretches out further, and it affects other beings. And not only it affects other beings, it affects the DNA in other beings. And you're changing the energy and the beings around you as you become a better you. You are truly an electrical force. You are this force that man calls God. And you are way more powerful than what anyone on this planet has really told you you are. We're going over the bridge and coming back into godhood. Just like you graduated from childhood to adulthood, most of us. You're graduating from humanhood, it's a word which I just created, thank you, to godhood. You got to accept that. You got to accept the fact that you are more than just this human being. And you got to take care of this doggone vehicle, you know what I'm saying, in which you doggone manifesting in. And learn your lessons. You know what I'm saying? Learn your lessons. You know, hey, sometimes, man, you're going to not enjoy the lessons that you're being taught. But it's for a reason. Go ahead and try to change, learn from it and try to change the situation. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, man, they say that, oh, man, a lot of people are like this here. Some people are like, you know what, man, you don't need all this physical stuff, man. You don't need all this money. You don't need all this and that and that and this. If that's how you choose to exist, just say that I live my life in a manner in which I choose not to have certain things. I wish to just survive on the bare minimum. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I challenge us all. We know for a fact that what we think creates everything around us. I'm talking in circles, aren't I? Yeah. We know for a fact that what we think creates everything around us. So, why not go for the maximum with your imagination? Think big. Think bigger. Think think ultra big. Because there's going to be a time in which the higher that you go back up on your spiritual level, you know what I'm saying, when it's going to be a time when you shed this body and go to a more etheric body, a body that's less dense. And then you're going to go to another level, and then you're going to go to another body that's lesser dense. And then one day you're going to be up to the total etheric field. Now, when you get to this etheric field, out of boredom, you may want to create your own universe. Because you got this whole galactic space. You may want to be like, okay, well, you know what? I've already reached my highest level. Let me go ahead and create El Judge World. Oh yeah, it's going to go back to that. That's the whole process of you thinking big. The more you think successful and the bigger you see yourself on this plane here, the bigger it's going to be for you on the next plane that you go. Let's see. Think about this here. When you dream at night, you're in a elusive place. And most of the time when you dream, you're still dreaming about this mundane ass bullshit. So what that's saying is, when you go to sleep and you escape this so-called realism, the best thing that you can create is this same bullshit, or you being tortured in this bullshit. Sorry for cussing. Sorry for cussing, Mom. But yeah, you got to think a lot bigger than this. You got to start really taking responsibility and building your kingdom, or your queendom. It's on you. Spiritual maturity is a must. It is a must, excuse me. Oh yeah, you know I'm bougie. But yeah, spiritual maturity is a must, man. We just got to take responsibility for ourselves and destroy your human way of thinking, but maintain your peace, love, and kindness. Peace and blessings, family. I'm out.